Good evening. It is 5 p.m. on Wednesday, December 6, 2023, and this special joint meeting of the Sandpoint City Council and Independent Highway District is now called to order in council chambers at City Hall, 1123 West Lake Street, Sandpoint, Idaho. For the record, I am President Kate McAllister presiding. Mayor Shelby Wrongstead is attending and participating remotely. Also present are councilors Deb Rule, Joel Aspiro, Jason Welker, and Justin Dick.
I will also call to order the special meeting of the Independent Highway District and the City of Sandpoint, and we will take a roll call for the Highway District.
Mel Bailey.
Present.
Brian Ivy.
Here. Thank you. Thank you very much.
If everyone will please stand, we will recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
The only item on tonight's agenda is a public hearing on a proposed vacation of the westernmost 164.74 feet of the East Mountain View Road right-of-way, city application number PVAC 23-0001, and legally described as a tract of land located in a portion of the northwest quarter of Section 15, Township 57 North, Range 2 West, Boise Meridian, Bonner County, Idaho, and more particularly described as follows. Commencing at the north corner of said Section 15, thence west along the north line of said northwest quarter, a distance of 1,102.96 feet to a point, thence south 0 degrees, 36 feet, 35 inches west, a distance of 25 feet to a point on the south right-of-way of East Mountain View Drive, formerly referred to as El Sasser Road, in quitclaim deed recorded as instrument 643319, Bonner County records and the true point of beginning. Thence along said south right-of-way, north 89 degrees, 46 feet, 25 inches west, 164.74 feet. Thence leaving said south right-of-way, north 0 degrees, 36 feet, 35 inches east, 24.58 feet to the north line of said northwest quarter of Section 15. Thence along said north line, south 89 degrees, 55 feet, 15 inches east, 164.75 feet. 164.75 feet. Thence leaving said north line, south 0 degrees, 36 feet, 35 inches west, 25 feet to the true point of beginning, encompassing an area of 4,084 square feet or 0.94 acres. The request to vacate this public right-of-way was received by Bonner County. In accordance with Idaho Code Section 40-203, notice was provided to known owners and operators of underground facilities and owners whose land abuts the portion of public right-of-way proposed to be abandoned and vacated, and the notice of public hearing was published 3 times in the Bonner County Daily Bee. I will now recite the order and procedure for the public hearing. 1, staff explanation of the subject of the hearing. 2, presentation by the applicants or their representative. Any questions should be directed to the applicants at that time. 3, opening of the public hearing, at which time the public may provide testimony. Questions should be asked of the person testifying before they return to their seat. Those who wish to testify are required to complete a sign-up sheet. The order of those providing testimony will be as follows: 1, in favor; 2, neutral; 3, opposed. 4, rebuttal testimony from the applicant or his representative. Final questions may be asked of the applicant at that time. However, if new facts are elicited, the public will be given an opportunity to comment on new facts. 5, the public hearing will then be closed for deliberation. No new information may be provided at that time, and questions may be directed only to city staff during deliberation. For the record, any written comments received were included in the meeting packet or otherwise provided to the City Council and the IHD Commission. I appreciate your continued patience as we get through all of this information and notes for the record. And at this time, I would like to ask for your specific attention as I recite the city's general rules for participating in public meetings. Public comment opportunities during meetings are for comments only. Do not direct any questions to the council, commissioners, or to staff, and do not approach the dais. Remarks shall be addressed to the council and commissioners as a whole and not any single member. The person speaking shall face and address only the council and the commissioners and shall not turn and address staff or members of the audience. Members of the public are asked to please exercise self-control to participate in our meeting in an orderly manner and to focus on the specific issue at hand and avoid personalizing debate. Those speaking shall not make personal, impertinent, slanderous, or profane remarks to any member of the council, commissioners, staff, or the public. Disorderly or boisterous conduct, including loud, threatening, or abusive language, whistling, speaking out of turn, clapping, or other similar acts which disturb, disrupt, or otherwise impede the orderly conduct of the meeting is not allowed. Comments shall not be personally derogatory, nor shall they be personally directed at any individual, organization, or business, group of individuals, ethnic group, or religious group. Is there any city council member who wishes to declare any ex parte contact regarding this matter?
Is there any highway commissioner who were to declare any expatriate comment regarding this matter?
I will now yield the floor to City Planner Amy Tweeten for an introduction of the request.
Thank you, Madam President.
Do we have any comments or concerns or questions for the?
Again, the hearing is requested by Bonner County, requesting the vacation of the westernmost undeveloped 164.74 feet of the East Mountain View Road right-of-way for use by the airport. The public hearing is being held jointly with the Independent Highway District as the legal owner of the public right-of-way. A right-of-way vacation requires approval of both the IHD and city, and would retain public and private utility, drainage, irrigation, and other easements. The East Mountain View Road right-of-way at the west terminus is 25 feet in width. The total area of the proposed vacation is 4,084 square feet or 0.94 acres. The Bonner County Airport abuts the right-of-way on two sides and would be the recipient of the vacated right-of-way.
Amy. Clarification, is that 0.094 acres or 0.94 acres? That seems, so 1/10.
0.
An acre is about 44,000 square feet, so I think this should be 0.094.
0.094 acres. Regarding the findings of the request, should the property be vacated, there are no properties that will be without access to a public street, and access to any federal or state land will not be denied as a result of the vacation. The subject portion of right-of-way has not been used by the public nor maintained as a public right-of-way in the preceding 3 years. The hearing notice requirements of Idaho Code Section 40203 have been followed, including notice of hearing and site map mailed to property owners, known owners, and operators of underground facilities, and the notice publicly posted and published in the Bonner County Daily Bee 3 consecutive weeks. We have not received any public comment or comment from agencies in favor or opposed to the request. To fulfill the requirement of Idaho Code Section 40203(4)B, if the vacation is granted, Bonner County would deed an equal amount of land, 4,084 square feet, to the city of Sandpoint, located north of the airport way right-of-way, and that is indicated in blue on the slide. It is the opinion of the city that the subject public right-of-way is no longer needed by the city, and that it is in the best interest of the public, the adjacent property owners, and the city that it should be vacated. This image is providing, showing the vacation in red to the north of the East Mountain View right of way, and then the property that would, of equivalent size, would be deeded to the city of Sandpoint on this south part of the picture. Based on the findings of fact provided, the IHD and City Council have been presented resolutions, approval of which would vacate the public right of way described at the beginning of the meeting and further detailed below. I will leave the description here, but for sake of time, I will not read it. Sorry, clarify the acreage. The acreage is 0.094 acres. There's a zero missing there.
Do council members or IHD commissioners have any questions for staff at this time? We will now prepare to proceed with the public hearing. If you are participating on Zoom and wish to speak, you will need a working microphone on your phone or computer. When your name is called, you will see a prompt on your screen asking if you would like to unmute. You will need to unmute yourself in order to be heard. As announced earlier, those here in the chamber who would like to speak will need to complete a sign-up form available on the table by the door and hand it to staff. Each speaker will have up to 3 minutes to speak. City policy provides that the presiding officer may allow time to be gifted during a public hearing. I will allow this option this evening. If you are present here in the room and would like to gift your time to someone else who is also present here in the room, you may do so. The person gifting their time may do so only once, and the person receiving gifted time may receive only one gift for a total time of up to 6 minutes. If you are gifted time, please state as much when you begin speaking. I now open the Sandpoint City Council public hearing.
Now is the time and place to consider the petition to vacate for the city of Sandpoint, file number VAC 23-01, and open the Independent Highway District's public hearing to consider public testimony.
Madam Clerk, can you please call the first person to testify? Is there anyone who'd like to speak?
Madam President, I have not received any submissions for those that wish to speak.
The applicants or their representative may now step forward for rebuttal testimony if desired. Just a reminder that final questions may be asked of the applicants at this time. However, if new facts are elicited, the public will be given an opportunity to comment on any new facts. Do council members or commissioners have any additional questions?
No.
The public hearing is now closed. The Sandpoint City Council public hearing is now closed. New information may be provided at this time, and questions may be directed only to city staff during council and commissioner deliberation. City Council will deliberate and make a decision first, then the Highway District Commissioners will do the same during their own separate deliberation.
Given that all who wish to testify have done so, the Independent Highway District public hearing is now closed also.
Okay, I will entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion if you don't mind, Madam President. I move that the city council consents to the vacation of the westernmost 164.7 feet of the East Mountain View Road right-of-way by the Independent Highway District based on the findings of fact and conclusions of law presented in the draft resolution, specifically that the public right-of-way is no longer needed by the city and that the vacation is in the best interest of the public, the adjacent property owners, and the city.
I'll second that.
Okay. This will be a roll call vote.
Counselor Sprow,
Yes.
Counselor Dick,
Yes.
Counselor McAllister,
Yes,
Counselor Rule,
Yes.
Counselor Welker.
Yes.
motion passes.
I will open the meeting for the Independent Highway District to deliberate, and the commissioners will deliberate, ask any questions of staff, and make a decision. Do you have any questions for staff? We have reviewed the documents provided. Does anyone have any questions for city staff anymore? I will entertain a motion to approve the vacation request.
I'll make that motion. I move that the findings of fact, conclusions of law, and decision
and order copied and attached hereto collectively as Exhibit 1 arising from the joint public hearing on Bonner County petition to the city of Sandpoint, file number VAC 23-01 for the vacation and abandonment of westernmost 164.74 feet of East Mountain View Road, public right of way, filed with the city of Sandpoint on September 18, 2023. Be hereby adopted as resolution 2023-12-01.
Any further discussion? I'll second that motion. We will do a roll call vote.
Bill Bailey,
Yes.
Brian Ivy.
Yes.
We've made that motion, moved and seconded, and we will in agreement to pass the motion.
That concludes the joint meeting with the Independent Highway District. The city council and staff will take a short break and then resume with the regular city council meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, he has to move to